Okay, guys, welcome back to Crazy Gamer. Today, we are going to be talking about Batman. Yes, Batman. We are going to be talking about the Batsuits in the Batman Arkham series. Arkham game series. If anybody knows about the Batman Arkham game series, they know that those games are awesome. They're epic. They're cool. So we're going to be comparing some of the suits, and we're going to be, I'm going to be telling you my opinion on what I think of the suits, how I think that Rocksteady and Montreal came up with the ideas for the suits, and how they compare to the Batman games in the movies, and how I think the color schemes are, and all that jazz. Now, just a reminder, guys, this is my opinion. So, and you guys might have some different opinions, and that's fine. That's okay. If y'all have different opinions on, what you think of the suits, then you can leave them down in the comments below. But this is, yet again, this video, my opinion. And so, we're going to be comparing them to, or at least I'm going to be comparing them to some of the Batman games to the Batman movies. So, and the bat suits. We're not comparing the games to the movies. We're comparing the suits to the movie suits, to the movie suits, to the game suits. So I think the games and those suits have a certain similarity to them. So I think some of the, whenever they were making these games, they were like, okay, we need some suits so we need to compare. We need to figure out how we're going to make these suits look awesome. So I'm thinking they got them off of, out of the movies and out of the TV shows. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to be comparing the movies and the TV shows to the game suits, basically. And just a reminder, these are not the skins, guys. These are not the skin pack. I'm not comparing the skins in any way. I'm comparing the original game suits, the suits that you first start off in. So that's what we're going to be comparing. So we're going to get started with this. Alright, guys, and the first one that we are going to jump into is Batman Arkham Asylum. Yes, Batman Arkham Asylum. I like this game. This game was awesome. This is actually really the first game that Rocksteady ever, gave us. So, if anyone's ever played Arkham Asylum, they know how epic it was, or epic it is. But, in suit comparison, Batman, his suit looks a lot like, and if anybody's ever seen the old, Batman animated series, like the old Batman, like the 90s, if you were a 90s kid, you grew up in the 90s, you watched the Batman animated series, we're talking about, it's from Batman the animated series, but not the original, it's the new adventures, it's the new animated Batman series, basically, like the one with, Barbara Gordon as, she's still Batgirl, but in this one, Dick Grayson has moved on from being Robin to Nightwing. So I'm not talking about the one where he's Robin, where Dick Grayson is Robin. I'm talking about the one where Tim Drake is Robin. So if anybody's ever seen that, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the bat suit from Batman, the new Adventures of Batman, the suit looks. The thing I'm talking about first is let's talk about the belt, the utility belt. The utility belts look kind of the same in a way, in my opinion. I think that the utility belts, they are yellow. Most of the utility belts are yellow. But if you look at the detail, it looks like if you look on the right side to where this Batman is, of course, the Batman out of the New Adventures Batman. It looks kind of similar to the Batman on the left, and I just I kind of find that cool. I think they pulled out some of this stuff. They're like, oh, we're gonna use this Batman utility belts for this Batman game, and they put a lot of detail into that. So Another thing is, I'm not sure the bat symbol on his chest is the same. It's probably not, but the color scheme and everything else is like the if you look at the like his trousers, like the grayness and the cowl. The only difference in between the cowls and the ears, in this Batman, his ears are a little bit bigger, like in the game, his ears are like sticking out more, and in this one, in the other one, it doesn't look like they're sticking out that much. But they do look very similar, in my opinion. And the guys, this is just my opinion. I'm just to let you know, this is my opinion. People may have a different opinion. That's totally fine, but this is just my opinion. I think they look very, very, very similar. So I think basically what they did was they're like, let's take Batman out of the original, like the New Adventures of Batman, and let's make that into a awesome, like suit-wise. Let's make that suit into a awesome, bat suit for this game. So basically, I think what they did was, I think they kind of used that, So, but that's my opinion on the first, and this is the first one. This was actually, and I'm going in order here, guys. So, I don't think I'm just skipping around my favorite ones, but I'm going to go in order from when the games came out to, the newest one. So, that's the first one. There's not really, as you can tell, there's not really much comparison here from what I can say. But it just looks awesome, and it looks the same to me. Like, it's like, okay, cartoon put into, like, a live, awesome game, So, that's my comparison on that one. And, yet again, guys, Kevin Conroy is, in fact, playing Bruce Wayne in the games, if you notice, except for in Batman Arkham Origins. He wasn't playing his voice in that one, but I think it fits. I think they were going I think they were going along the lines of the animated series approach when they made these games, because they have the cast's voice, like they got Kevin Conroy doing Batman, they got Mark Hamill doing the Joker, which I loved the Joker. It was awesome. And I may do a Joker video. Maybe. I'm not sure, but we'll see about that. Alright, guys. Now we are going to be comparing the next suit we're going to be comparing is, let's see if I can get to it real fast. Okay, here it is. It is Batman Arkham City, the Batman Arkham City suit. Now this one, I think that they, totally, did Batman, the animated series. And we're talking about the original animated series, like the one in the 90s. This is the one, because in the last video I did Batman, the new animated series. This is Batman, the original animated series. This is one where, Dick Grayson was Robin. So, and Kevin Conroy was Batman. So, anyway, yes, this is the original suit. And, actually, you got to play this as a skin in Batman Arkham City. So, yeah, but I think if you didn't get to play this as a skin, I think you guys, kind of, because it looked, when you played Batman Arkham City, the suit sort of looked a little, dark bluish, sort of, in my opinion, and, he still had the gray armor, and, his chest piece wasn't, the bat symbol chest piece wasn't yellow, it was still, it was still black. But I think it looks very, very similar. But the belt, it does not look, the belt doesn't look, it looks more like, the belt looks more like the one in, Arkham Asylum. But, yeah, but it just looks, and his ears in this one look a little bit taller, actually. So, but that's just in my opinion. I think the ears look a little bit taller, but the cape and the cowl and just the badassness, it looks pretty cool. So, but in this one, you got to glide. It was kind of cool gliding, up in the air and everything. But it looks really as far as the color scheme goes, it looks very similar. It really does, in my opinion. I think it looks basically like just like the Batman in the animated series. So, yeah, that's, it's pretty similar, I think, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's, it's kind of an easy one. That's all I gotta say. What do you? By the way, guys, you can leave me a comment in the comments below. You can give me and tell me your opinion on these suits, because like I'm looking at them and I'm just thinking basically they went like, hey, Batman the Animated Series, let's use that suit for this installment of the Batman game, you know. So that's kind of what I think they did. But they probably used some other things, maybe out of the comics and some other things, which that's cool too. But I think some of the time, I think this suit right here had a lot to do with Batman the Animated Series. I'm just saying that because it almost looks exactly like, in my opinion, exactly the same. I mean, you've got the color scheme, which is blue, and his is also, well, dark blue. His is also dark blue. You've got the bat symbol, which is dark, but it's not yellow or anything, you know, it's not, you know, and you've got the gray armor, and the blue, the dark blue trousers. So, Batman always wears trousers. So it looks the same to me. So that's what, I think on this one. Alright, moving along with our bat suits, we are going to go this picture right here. Now this is Batman Arkham Origins. Yes, Batman Arkham Origins. So, which is the picture on the right. But the picture on the left is from Batman Begins. When Christian Bale was, you know, cast as Batman. Now this suit, if you look at it, the color scheme is the color scheme isn't the same, but the Batsuit detail is very, very similar, I think. And because in this color scheme, they did a little bit of like a dark gray, kind of like a dark grayish suit, where Christian Bale's suit's all black, you know. So, but in this one, I think the details, like, it's very, very, in my opinion, it's very similar. Like the cowl, like you can see like the details in both the cowls, and I'm not sure how far his ears stick up in the Batman Arkham Origins, but his ears look very, like, they're like on point. I think they are like almost exactly the same, because and remind you guys, Batman Begins was the 2008 version of Christopher Nolan's Batman, his take on Batman, and yet again Montreal did their take on Batman. So it wouldn't surprise, and it's Arkham Origins, so this is Batman's, like, his origin story to, you know, the Arkham series. So it wouldn't surprise me where they got their, you know, because they did, like, because they're both basically origin-based stories of Batman's life. So basically, it didn't really surprise me when I saw this picture, and I was like, that looks so much like, you know, the same thing. I mean, if you look, like, the cowl, look at how detailed it is, and the chest, it's got I mean, it's not the same bat, but they put it in the same area, like the chest piece. It's just, you know, it looks like they just, like, put Batman Begins in a video game, basically. And then the abs, like, look how detailed the abs are, and the belt. The belt is, like, kind of, it may not be, the color scheme may not be on point, but it is very, very similar, in my opinion. So, it looks almost, I mean, he looks like he is, like a brutal, like, bad guy. Like, not a bad guy, but he looks wicked cool. Wicked cool. That's all I'm gonna say. He looks epic. So, and the cape and the flying scheme, everything about this Batman, I love the way they did this, honestly. I like the way that they took each individual, like, they detailed it so carefully to, I think they detailed it so carefully to the Batman Begins one, that it looks just epic. Like, it looks awesome. Like, it's just, that's probably one of my favorite, this is probably one of my favorite Batman Batsuits. From, Batman Begins, I like Batman Begins Batsuit, and I like Batman Arkham Origins Batsuit. Those two, I think they compare, like, it's very, very, very well. I think they look amazing. Like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's where they got their idea. Like, we're gonna make a Batman Arkham Origins game. Why don't we use some of the details and, like, put some of the things from Batman Begins into Batman Arkham Origins? I'm pretty sure that's what they did when Montreal had this idea. So, it's awesome. That's all I gotta say about that one. It is an awesome Batsuit, and that's all I gotta say. What do you guys think of that Batsuit? Because I think it is amazing. Alright, guys, and this is the last one. Last but not least, we have the final Batsuit. Batman Arkham Knight. Yes, the Batman Arkham Knight and the Batman, well, it's the Dark Knight, basically. The suit they used in the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Rises in Christian Bale's suit. Now, these two suits, they look pretty much almost the same. The only difference, in my opinion, I think the difference is, like, the ears. Like, his ears were really, really tall. Or, you know, they're really, really tall. Like, and it's kind of like in Batman Arkham Asylum, where his ears are, like, sticking up really high, you know? And, I think Batman Arkham, Arkham City? I think Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight are the ones where his ears are really sticking up. But in Batman Arkham Origins, his ears aren't really that big. I mean, they're kind of sticking out a little, but they're not that bad. But the detail, oh my goodness, the detail in Batman Arkham Knight, the suit looks so cool. Oh my goodness. Like, that armor right there, that is an epic armor. Like, I like that. I can't wait to play this game, actually. It looks so cool and epic, and it looks awesome. And the cape and the color scheme. I mean, when they made this suit, I'm pretty sure part of them were like, okay, we're gonna use some of the stuff from The Dark Knight. I'm thinking, because, like, if you look at the details on, like, the ab area, it's a little, the detail kind of looks the same, but the color scheme is, like, a little off. But that's okay, because this one's sort of like it was sort of back to whenever I was doing, back in Arkham Origins, where they did it was gray. It's kind of a little gray here, but it's kind of like a dark, it looks sort of like a light dark gray, you know, like a mixture. But Christian Bale's Batsuit kind of, you know, looks kind of like a dark grayish sort of thing. But they both look like awesome epic suits. So it just looks, he looks. Man, Batman! Batman. I think they did a great job on all of the Batman suits, guys. Like, from Arkham Asylum all the way down to Arkham Knight, they did a great job. I don't know who in the world in the Arkham series was in charge of using the Batsuits, but I think they did a good job, irregardless. I mean, if I was doing it, basically, this is how I would do it. I would compare it from all of those, every single one of them that I've showed you, from Arkham Asylum to Arkham City to Arkham Origins to Arkham Knight. I would use those the Batman costumes out of the Batman TV shows and out of the Batman movies. I would just take little details, and I would put them into the suit. I'm pretty sure that's what they did when they had this idea, guys. I mean, that's what, if I was making a Batman suit, I would do that. I mean, I would take, like, for instance, this one. I would take, like, that awesome, like, the awesome, like, bat suit idea, like, with the, like, the padded stuff, and it looks very, like, padded to me, but I would use that, and I would put that into the the gaming suit, but I would make the ears a little bit, like, shorter, kind of like in the ones in this, and, like, that picture on the left. I would probably make the ears that short. I wouldn't make them that tall, but I would probably make them that short. I mean, I wouldn't make the ears freakishly tall, but I mean, I wouldn't have my ears that tall. But irregardless, he looks very, very like Batman, like Batman should. He looks brutal and like he wants to hurt and pummel some people, and I cannot wait for this game to come out. So, guys, I am Crazy Gamer Walter Glenn, and I am signing off now, but I just want you guys to remember, this was, these games are epic, and if you have never ever played these, you should. They are amazing. So, I'm going to leave you with that, and Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knight, Arkham City, Arkham Origins, I know I said that out of order, but whatever. Anyway, all of those Batman Arkham games are amazing. You should go check them out if you haven't. But just to duly note, a little note here, the Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Origins, you can only get those games on Xbox 360, at least for right now. From what I've heard, people are spreading rumors saying that they're going to come over to the next-gen consoles, which I have a next-gen console, I have an Xbox One, but if they do come over to the next-gen consoles, that would be amazing. Like, that would be awesome. That could complete your Batman Arkham series, Arkham game series right there, if they came on the next-gen consoles, for all of you that have a next-gen console, like I do. But if you're looking to play the new Batman Arkham Knight game, you need a next-gen console, like an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4. But, guys, that's all I'm going to say for that, and I am Crazy March Kid. I am signing off. Batman Arkham Knight comes out June 23rd. Yes, June 23rd, 2015. They had a date to push it back, so they can make the game epic and awesome for each player's, each player to, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll come back to me, but you know what to enjoy. There we go, to enjoy. It's gonna be an epic, awesome game when this game comes out. Like, I cannot tell you how awesome and epic this game will be. So, with that said, guys, I'm gonna get out of here and keep up with Crazy Gamer, and I will see you guys later. Take it easy.